So new research by downsizing.com.au has revealed that perhaps due to coronavirus, downsizers appear to be more footloose and are increasingly willing to move regions. With this in mind, I thought I would speak to David and Anthea Yates, both in their 70s, who moved from South Australia's Riverland region to a Stockland retirement village in the Adelaide Hills, south of Adelaide. And David and Anthea join me on the line. Hello to you both.
Hello.
Hello, Mark.
Hello, g'day. Now, firstly, I understand congratulations are in order, which is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
You downsized after you downsized after getting married. Can you give me a hint of the backstory which led to this very happy occasion, basically?
We met approximately 2 years ago. I was a volunteer with the men's shed after the passing of my previous wife, and Anthea had just moved to Waikerie, and we, as the men's shed, were asked to if we could help Anthea shift some furniture into a unit that she just moved into in Waikerie. And yes, we met, and over a short period of time we had odd occasions of meetings, going out for meals, and our association, and we blossomed into basically a love affair.
Luckily for me, David was patient and persistent.
Wow, great.
Over a long period of time.
I'm also very excited that working in a men's shed, which you wouldn't think would lead to romantic endeavours, actually has resulted in blossoming romance here. It's is that a cunning ploy to find eligible ladies around town, David? I guess.
Yes, actually, I was through the men's sheds. One day we had the ABC radio broadcaster coming to do some interviews at the Waikerie men's shed, and just in general conversation, I happened to mention about my association with Anthea, and he said, "Would you like to do a radio interview?" And yes, actually, my whole life story came across on the ABC during that interview.
Yeah, right.
You don't need dating sites, you just need a men's shed.
Yeah. So is that what the men's shed did, David? Did it actually help people move, obviously both men and women? Is that one of the services it offered, basically?
It's basically one of the services. We do carpentry, mechanical repairs, you name it. The men's shed have got qualified people that volunteer their time, and yes, they cover just about every aspect of life.
Yeah,
fantastic. It's also a good social outlet for people in lonely situations, like David after his wife passed. It gives them a purpose.
Mm. Look, it's very popular these days, isn't it? You know, you see so many retirement villages, towns, communities have this sort of thing. So it's great to see, and it's great to see where it led you here as well. So that's fantastic, basically. Yeah. Now, so you were both obviously living in the Riverland region in South Australia's east, but you in different properties. Can you tell me a bit more about those properties and the reasons why you were willing to leave them?
Yes, I was living on my own. I had a 24.5 acre property, which is around about 8 hectares, I think, in conversion. Just natural, either scrubland, vacant property, 4-bedroom home, a lot of land to maintain, and it was hot, dry, dusty conditions. We, both Anthea and I, were tired of the hot, sticky, dry, dusty weather. Was offered a good price privately on my property. Came down and had a look at the property that we're living in Hillsview. stayed here for a week as a trial period and absolutely loved what they had to offer. So we could afford it. And so sold up and moved down here.
And Anthea?
I was living in a rented unit belonging to Housing SA. I'd moved to Wakery 2 years prior, and my intention had been to move to Adelaide. I have a daughter living close by and grandsons. So David decided he'd like a change of lifestyle as well.
Certainly did.
Yeah, good. Was it getting a bit much for you, David, the property? You mentioned the weather, and was it just didn't suit your stage of life, presumably, basically?
Yes, basically, I've been in the Riverland all my life, for 70 years, and never travelled abroad, never spent any long length of time in any other area other than Wakery. And when I came down here and tried it for the week and all that, the weather suited, the environment, the people. So, yes, 24.5 acres, takes a big lot of your time, and you lose heart when you can't look after a property properly. And yeah, I very much looked forward to moving down here, and I've enjoyed it ever since.
Yeah, good. So, you've explained it a little bit already, but in terms of moving closer to family, in terms of a better climate, but so they were the main motivations for you willing to move region and into the retirement village, basically.
Partly part of the reason, but another part is that we'd had heartaches with our through our lives, and we needed to move away to be able to ease the hurt and the memories, not completely forget, but to ease the pain and start a new life together, which we have very much enjoyed.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, like a change is sometimes, as they say, as good as a holiday. And yeah, for you, changing location was important for your own lifestyle and emotional state to some extent, basically.
Yeah, for me, basically, I found in a small community in a rustic location. It was a very close community, and as a retiree, when you're not working and you don't have children to take to school, it's very difficult to meet people. So for me, a big draw for a retirement village was the social activities, and everyone's in a similar age group and very welcoming and friendly. And that was a very big pull for me personally.
So how's it been? Have you enjoyed it? You've been there since what, March or so, was it, or February, I think?
I'm sure we'll enjoy it a lot more in the future, but it took us quite a while to get everything unpacked. We brought the contents of largely the contents of 2 homes, so it took a long time to sort that out. We had the COVID situation where the social amenities were closed down. And then literally just as they were opening up, I had a call into hospital to have a total knee replacement. So I've just sort of got over the worst of that. And we're now looking forward to all that we were looking forward to when we moved in. Yeah.
Okay. There's been a few start-stops.
What little social contact we've had, people have been really friendly and lovely. And the staff are very, very good.
I just wonder at this point in time, is it important for you to be living independently in a retirement village, but still having that social contact around you, particularly during coronavirus? Is that something that's important for you guys? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got the ability to come and go at any time, but you can still access those services as well, which is important. And what are some of the things there in the retirement village that you hope to use eventually, like the facilities or services, basically?
Well, we won't mention first and foremost happy hour. We'll leave that until later.
Is it happening at the moment, or is it not happening?
Yes, yes, it's happening with restrictions. You just got to be careful, keep your distance, but it is happening with the right amount of numbers and that. And yes,
there's just so many things that we want to try. That there's a heated swimming pool. Indoor and outdoor bowls, tennis, which I don't think I'll be doing, barbecues, twilight meetings, just lots and lots of things going on. Library that you can access, anytime. Bus trips, there's everything you could possibly want. Even down to doctors, hairdressers, physiotherapists come onto site, so we have literally everything we need in one place.
Yep.
I've got a question here that for people that are considering downsizing and coming after you, would you give them any particular tips or acknowledge there are things that, with the benefit of hindsight, you would have done differently?
Basically, downsize your belongings and furniture before you move. We did meet a couple on the week's trial that we had here, and the lady said to us, no matter how much you think you've got rid of, people always bring too much, which is what we found. So yeah, downsize your belongings.
So did you end up just with furniture and things that just ended up getting in the way? Is that the case?
Yeah, because you accumulate a lot over a lifetime. By the time you get to our age, you have all sorts of junk you need to get rid of.
Yeah. Have you missed any of that stuff? Did you need any of that stuff?
No. What is important to us, we have actually kept, and what didn't really mean a real important memory, we've gotten rid of.
Yeah, we've got
the most important thing is we've got each other.
Oh, beautiful.